beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The Dolphins at 11-5 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's Robinson again on second down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're going to run the football. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Well done to sniff the line defensively. He had it back really pretty quickly.
Description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it.
6 points. Come on the wayside on that one.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And some room to run now. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dolphins. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shock to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the ball is knocked out. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
ETN up the middle, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 20. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are once again back in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
103 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Lawrence. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked out by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Forced out to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
And that's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Lawrence will throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. Let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point will be good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
He has confidence. He'll throw any place, any time, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
One more time with Dobbins.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Another toe for Etienne.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
You ready? On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's got room.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. An option handoff here to Dobbins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 more there and another first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Dolphins went down with the lead.
So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw caught by Tony. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Now Lawrence. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 128 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Lawrence on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 23. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Tua. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another run here with Dobbins.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Finding space at the 40.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.